Ladies and gentlemen, you have now tuned into the Full Steam Podcast. I'm your host, Nolan. We have a new host, a new member, my big brother, my guy, Dewan.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Today, we're going to be talking about perspective. I love perspective because it gives a chance for different answers from different angles, and it gives everybody a chance to feel like they're part of the conversation. So we're going to start off with AI and human thinking. Question I came up with for this one is AI a crutch or a tool? Now, I'm going to start off by saying it has been a tool for me. I have used it to create various things, to be honest with you. Like, I used to have an issue with the arts as far as drawing, and that used to really frustrate me, especially with the fact that I actually failed my art class in high school. I passed the art credit because I passed my music class, but the art class, the teacher wasn't there for half of the semester, and I really didn't apply myself when it came to drawing. But nevertheless, today we have technology. And with technology, I've been able to generate all types of images through various descriptions and various prompts and whatnot. So I've also been able to have various conversations. I've been able to take certain thoughts and expand them, doing like different research and things like that. So it has been more of a tool for me. In some cases, it has turned into a crutch, but I'm leaning more towards tool than crutch. But I can see both sides. What do you think?
When it comes to AI, I'm on the fence about it. You feel me? Because on one side, I agree with it. It can definitely be an amazing tool. Because when it comes to like Amazon, you feel me? So when it comes to Amazon, Google, like you may not know exactly what you're looking for, but you can describe it. It may be a song, it may be a structure, a tool, anything. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an amazing tool for searching information. You know, like I said, something that you don't know exactly what you talking about, but you can describe what you talking about. You feel me? On that type timing, bringing creative thoughts to life. You feel me? I don't see AI as any different than just getting on the computer and going on Microsoft and just drawing up something. You feel me? It's like AI kind of just jump you straight to the end without having to go through the mental labor of trying to get it all together and actually make it look like how you want it or how you think you would want it to look like. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But on the other side, it's like it all depends on the user. You feel me? It's not AI as a whole. It's the users. Like as you seen since AI has been out, you got people doing some questionable things with AI. You got some people doing some really creative, really innovative, creating with AI. So it's like it all depends. And as long as you not like going OD and losing your own train of thought and you just can't live without I don't see nothing wrong with it. As long as you could think for yourself and you really using it just for a stepping stone in like a deep thought, cool. That's cool.
For example, chia seed water. Chia seed water, I don't know anything about, but I would use I would use ChatGPT to ask questions about what are the benefits of chia seed water, what's up with the texture of it, because it's very interesting, and it raises a lot of questions just for me personally that maybe Google wouldn't be able to answer for me fast enough, or would lead me down different rabbit holes by like taking me to websites that kind of like could be a waste of time. Whereas chat, it gets straight to the websites that are verifiable, that are credible, and actually makes me feel like the information that it found was worthwhile. Not to say that I can't find the information myself, but why go search and search and search for hours when I can use ChatGPT to make the search that much faster? And that's why I say it's a tool. But in some cases, if you don't think for yourself long enough, you may always lean on chat and always use it as the search engine that it is, but after a while it starts becoming a search engine and it becomes a way of thinking for you.
A consciousness.
For me, I use it as a second brain. I use it as something to bounce ideas off of, something to kind of web thoughts together that makes sense as a whole, as far as like this podcast as an example. I was able to come up with this through just constant conversation, something that I have been coming up with for 6 years, but the name, the images and whatnot, like some of this is all being done just off of using AI as the tool that it is. So I would implore anybody who has the ability to creatively think to use chat or use different AI systems to prompt them and guide yourself to creative enlightenment. Yeah, I just really came down the spot.
My last thing I'm gonna say about AI is it all depends on what I'm using it for. Like, I used it when I first started fishing again to find my new frequented fishing spot now. I tried to use it too for, like, you know, time of the day I should fish and when you get a bite and stuff like that, but all I needed was just find me a fishing hole, bro. Find me a fishing hole, bro. Just find me a fishing hole.
You knew what you wanted to use it
and
for,
I'll
and you
do what I
used
gotta
it.
do, you feel me? And that was it, you feel me? I ain't had to, you know, go into how to cast and all. Just find me where to go. I'ma work it out from there. You feel me? I grew up in a different time frame. You feel me? What we didn't really have all that, so it's like I'm so used to just going on YouTube, Google, just, you know, searching this shit up. You feel me? And it's like if I hit a real life dead end, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a rabbit holer. I love it. You feel me? YouTube is probably like, I use YouTube more than I do Google, for sure. For sure. Google cool, but YouTube, take me straight there. I got endless videos, and it's a rabbit hole that I wouldn't mind going down and getting all kinds of information, and I kind of make my own conclusion based off of a lot of evidence found. You feel me? So, yeah. I like AI. I don't got nothing against it. It's just not, you feel me, my go-to when I'm trying to figure something out. Yeah.
And that's completely understandable. Next, we're gonna move on to victim mentality versus accountability. Accountability has been a popular word over the last, I would like to say, like 5 years for real. But question being is, how much responsibility do we have for the life that we live? Would you like to lead this one off?
When it comes to your life, it all depends on what you're doing currently. Now, when it says responsibility over your own life, I look at it as, depending on what age you are, probably up to 18, maybe 20 for real. You really don't have too much say over your own life, you feel me? Like, you don't pay for your own roof to be over your head. You don't have a car. You probably not buying your own food. You feel me? You pretty much having everything handed to you. Eat this, go here, this how you do that. Like, you pretty much being uploaded with the information that you would need to survive on your own. So it's like, I feel like you don't got no real responsibility over your own life until you're out on your own. Like, truly. You feel me? Like, if you're on your own, you by yourself, are you really going to take care of the responsibilities you should? You feel me? Are you going to your doctor's appointments? Are you getting up to go to work on time? Are you eating properly? Are you, grocery shopping for the right stuff? Are you making the right decisions as far as your social life go? Like, stuff like that. You can tell who's responsible for their life by how they live and how they talk, where they be, stuff like that. Mannerisms, just the frequents they do. And you just be like, yeah, somebody's taking care, bro. He just don't care. Or he just don't care. You feel me? He has no real responsibilities over himself, so he's like, he's just lashing out. Or someone had so much responsibility over him for such a long time, he don't even know what to do for himself. So that's my outlook on it.
Luckily for me, I haven't really been around too many people who were spoon-fed or who had parents that made a lot of the right decisions financially. I've grown up to really be accustomed to people who have had to make decisions that would make or break their life. So personally, I've always believed that you have to be paying attention to what you're trying to do with your life daily. And you should not just allow life to happen to you whimsically and end up in a space where you have no idea how you ended up there. I think that is a very gut-wrenching place to be, because you have to look to your left and your right, and you have to really think really hard and really try to figure out, like, what decisions did I make to end up in this spot? Good, bad, or good, bad, or indifferent. You have to be aware of the decisions that you're making so that at the end of the day, you're happy with how your life turns out. Now, while I agree at 18 or 20, you don't have complete control over your life. So you're not, although you don't have complete control over your life, you're always responsible for how your life is going to turn out. Some people have parents that force decisions on them, like, for example, on Paradise, where the president, his father forced him to become the president. Like, he wanted to do something different, but he had no other choice but to be in politics and to do this job. People in those type of situations, I feel sorry for you, but, that's just the hand that you're dealt. But for the ones that are given ultimatums or are kind of guided by their parents, you are still allowed to make your own decisions, even if it does upset the people that raise you. As long as what you're doing does not disrespect them or, hurt anybody, I feel like you're always going to be responsible for how your life turns out. Now, in the case where you have to go through with something that your parents put you in, you can see it through and get into it. But if you don't like it, there is a point where you're seen as an adult and you're now allowed to make your own decisions. So at some point in time, you have to take the responsibility for your life, or else life will just keep happening to you versus you having some type of intentionality with how these things are turning out.
Now, to rebuttal off of that, what he just said, if you don't grab the reins, that carriage either won't move or will go off the trail, bro. And then you're either going to say, I was left behind, or nobody guided me. You're playing victim, my boy. You literally could have took control of yourself and had your way how you wanted it to, but you let, sad motion or sad motivation steer you where it took you. Like, you had no control, as if you had no control. You just sat there and just for the ride. Just like you ain't, hey, left right here. What is you doing? You just let it go on as long as it did.
The stakes of life were always in your hand.
Now you are where you are, and you're trying to blame everything else but yourself. It takes a long time for some people to really realize that you were the issue. And sometimes it be too late. And you're like, yeah, man, took all this time. I fucked up. Yeah, 11 years later, here we are. Everything you didn't went through, trying to blame everybody else. Mad because nobody won't help you. Mad because nobody won't save you. When in reality, you have the power. You just got to be able to put that step forward in that direction. That's all I have on that.
You're either going to be a victim forever, or you're going to take accountability at some point and choose what direction your life is going in. I have chosen to choose what direction my life goes in.
Taking initiative. Because ain't nobody else going to do it, I got to do it immediately.
Don't complain.
Immediately.
Just get it done.
To it.
Just get it done. With that being said, let's move on to social media and reality. Now, Question is social media showing us reality or creating a distorted version of it? Now, I've now see he is 30 years old and I'm 24. So we have two different perspectives on social media. He was there before social media was there, and he was there when it really got popping. Me, I was there, but I really wasn't. Obviously, I wasn't in the business of social media and stuff like that. But when I got to high school, I used Snapchat. Really wasn't a Instagram user. I really didn't get into Instagram until like later in the high school and like graduating. But social media always had not the tightest grip on me. Like I used it for really doom scrolling purposes before doom scrolling was a thing. And that didn't get a hold of me that didn't have a hold of me for a really long time. So Instagram and Snapchat and all of that other stuff, it just became things for me to kind of like keep up to date with what was going on in the world. It basically turned into like my Fox News and my ABC News. It really wasn't the hype to me that it was to everybody else. And I really was never the type of person to like follow trends and stuff. So I thought what I was seeing was real, but I don't know, certain things I didn't really put a lot of stock into. But I can't lie, some of the things that I have seen on social media have duped me into believing that whoever I'm seeing is living this oh so grand life. And now today I'm knowing that in reality, you really could just be making some bad decisions as an adult, but you're just posting the highlights of your life and that's it. And now I know social media isn't real. It's just the highlights of people's life. People are posting what you want them to see, or they're promoting their business, or, podcasting, whatever the case may be. But you see what they want you to see. You're not seeing what's really going on in their life. There's not many people who are actually authentic in what they're posting.
As far as social media go, I've never been big on social media when it was first like coming out. I used it as a form of communication. I didn't have a phone for quite some time until I think I got into high school. Then I got my first phone. But before that, I was using a laptop and I had Twitter. You feel me? I ain't had MySpace. You feel me? I ain't had a computer for that. But that was my time. You feel me? I'm just getting a Facebook 2 years ago. I'm just getting an Instagram 4 years ago. And I only got Instagram to further be able to communicate with, say coworkers or friends I may have, ran into later in life or something like that. And, just to keep up. But it definitely wasn't for the everybody got it. Feel me? I ain't getting no iPhone until it was a minute. I had a Galaxy for so long, but I was really being rebellious, like not getting an iPhone, especially because Ron, Lenny, all them dickheads. You feel me? They just, bro, get an iPhone, bro. I'm not getting an iPhone.
I don't know why I was so
just
resistant.
because you all have a iPhone, bro. I don't have a hive mind, a sheeple type movement. Like if I'm gonna get it on my own terms, not because y'all just like, oh, get it, we got it, why not? Like I always used to say, buy it and I'll keep it. Then they shut the fuck up. Feel me? But as far as social media go, it can distort the mind of someone who is weak when it comes to paying attention to actual reality. You feel me? Like dating, you may think, you should do or say certain things, your spending habits, how you may feel like you're not evolving fast enough and life is leaving you behind. When in reality, you're doing your best. You're doing better than what most people try to flaunt they're doing.
Factual.
Social media is a manipulative tool.
Very.
I could be in the house and I'll post an old flight I took. And people, oh, have fun, bro. Oh, damn, bro, you ain't tell me, bro. And it's like,
where you going?
And I'll keep it going. I don't care, because who are you for me not to lie to? Who are you for me not to lie to? It's a part of the gag. It's a part of the whole thing. I posted it to fuck with people. So if you go as far as to mention or reply to me, you feel me, feeding into it, so be it. We here. I'll take it even further to post a landmark in a different state as if I'm out there still.
I got this man location and he didn't got me a few times with this one. I can't lie.
It's fun. It's just fun, bro. Having people thinking you a certain place, I'm in the house. I'm at work.
But that's what social media do to you.
I'm at work. Or you think I'm at work? I'm at home. Like, you can believe what you want, of course. You feel me? You can get tied up into that. You can be like, oh yeah, damn, like, oh, they living good, or they out of town. It's like, I've gotten caught up by a lot of my coworkers because I work at Southwest. So I gotten caught up by a lot of coworkers, like, you feel me, watching their page, like, oh, my boy out of town, my boy in France, or my boy out in Mexico. And it's like, he just clocked in with me. You feel me? He is in town. But you wouldn't be able to tell from his page.
That's a lot of content.
Trying to tell you.
That's a lot of different pictures and videos that you could be posting that you might have took and you just catalog while you was out and about.
And people cultivate their mindsets from social media a lot. And you can tell by the way people talk, by the way they move, all of it, by the way they dress. You feel me? The trends, all of it. You can see the trends. Same nails, same hair, same clothes, same dances, same music they might be making a reel to. You just see it. It's like a trend. What you call it? Yeah, like
it's
a trend. Yeah,
it's a
trend. Bang. You feel me? It's a trending thing. Every time you swipe, I done seen 40 people do the same thing. I done seen 30 females with the same outfit. I done seen the same bedazzled jeans.
And I've just never been able to like do that. Like I feel like with KDs back in the 7th grade, when I was in the 7th grade, guess when KDs was really hot. Like I wanted certain KDs and stuff like that, but that didn't mean that because I wasn't able to get them, I didn't get them, and I got some of the ones that I wanted to get.
Big part. What are you talking about?
Factually, I got the ones that I wanted to get.
Big part to that.
You feel me? That I was able to get, and they was cool. And all right, maybe if we had a little bit more money at the time growing up, there would have been certain things that I would have bought that would have been considered following a trend. But low key, I ain't gonna hold you. So if I'm being honest, low key, not having made it easy to not follow the trend. Like I got used to not being able to even have that stuff anyway. So it's like I'm gonna make do with what I got, which honestly made me now creative when it comes to coming up with my outfits.
When it come to shoes, I might want
being
what
broke
everybody want, but I got to a point where I'm not wearing it while everybody else wearing it. We gonna buy it the same day on release, but I probably won't wear them joints until y'all didn't beat them joints to the dirt. You feel me? It's gonna only be a few of us out here with some clean. You feel me? And I love that part. I love that for y'all. You feel me? Buy the joint and dog them joints within 2 months. I love it. I love that. Cause we step out, we in line together. Mine's looking like I just pulled them out the box. Yours look like they've been hit by a box. You hear me? Like them joints be beat, all yellowed down on the sole, dirty on the shoestrings, chewed out on the back. Anything like, it's the best part.
That's why growing up I was envious of what I was seeing because I knew I didn't have a lot of stuff. I knew I was going without a lot. So it's not a lot, but like the things that I really, really wanted, I couldn't get them. So that's why social media was able to distort my vision when it came to looking at other people's real life. But as I got older, as I've gotten older, as I've become more of a grown man and less of a young man / little boy, Yeah, nah, I'm starting to realize that some of y'all are just faking and flaunting. Like you hanging on,
Flogging.
yeah, you hanging on by a thread. Your life is not all together, and you
Facts.
really just trying to escape what you got going on by going to all of these fancy places. But in reality, you probably should be at home dealing with what's going on at home.
And to rebuttal that, not even being able to follow the trend, that put a different perspective on life for me. You feel me? Because of course you go to your mother, you know, like, hey, can I get these? Can I get these? It's at a certain point where it's like, okay, and it's like, I'ma see, I'ma let you know, I'ma try. Then it's like, bills are low. You feel me? So I ain't gonna be able to. I started understanding life and how it can be if, you know, things ain't going so right. I understood that shit. You feel me? So it's like I became appreciative of the things that I did have more than being envious of things that I saw that I didn't have. Cause it's like, you know, I would love to ask my mother for some $180, $190 shoes, $200 after tax. But it's like I know for a fact I probably won't be able to get them because she couldn't give me cheaper shoes that I asked for. But that's just life, you feel me? She still got me something. She got me a cake, feel me? She got me some clothes, maybe a new game. Happiest person possible because there are people out there who ain't getting nothing at all. You feel me? I got a loving mother. She did everything she could for me. So I never was mad at my mother like, oh, you know, you can't get me these. What? Yeah.
And the other thing that came with not having stuff came seeing what happens when everybody rushes to get something at first. Like everybody is hyped to get it, so the line is long and everybody is getting the new. And then like with PlayStation 4s and even PlayStation 5s, you had those updates that they needed. GTA 5 when it initially came out, it was crashing a lot. It needed a lot of updates. So it was like you got to see all of the bugs and whatnot that came with getting the game straight out the gate. So it actually started to show me that it benefits me to kind of wait a little second, let the game come out, let it get a little, let people test it basically, because it's still in that phase where bugs and fixes are going to be needed. So, while not having things was not the best as a kid, now that I'm a grown man, it helps make way better decisions. Like sometimes it's not about sometimes it's not about sometimes it's not about getting it day of release. Sometimes you gotta give it a month, give it 2 months, give it 3 months, and then go get it. Like Madden, I usually wait to get Madden just because Madden ends up being cheaper. Madden ends up being like $40 versus spending $60, $70 on a football game. Like I love football, but it's still football. If I just wait until October, voila, discount. Now, the story we tell ourselves. I have been waiting for this one. What's more important, someone else believing in your story or you believing in your story? Now, I want to lead off by saying I have been trying to make this podcast come to life for a really long time. And I think I said that in at least the last 2 episodes. But I'm saying it again because if I didn't believe in my own story, if I didn't believe in what I was trying to do personally, this would not be happening. This would not be happening at all. I would have given up a long time ago. This has seen many iterations. This has seen many attempts. But finally, I've reached a point where my brother has joined. I have my co-host Saul, and now I'm able to record 2 episodes a week. An episode with my brother, an episode with Saul, and now I'm gonna be able to release 2 episodes a week. Again, this went from me not recording at all to me recording an episode a week to now I'll be able to record 2 episodes a week. Bare minimum, I now have 2 separate co-hosts. Point being, I have continued to believe in myself the entire way. I have continued to believe in what I'm trying to do the entire way. And that's how I've been able to continue to pull my dream from my mind and into the real world versus just continuously doubting myself or continuously not believing in what I'm trying to do, because if I don't believe in it, he wouldn't believe in it, nobody would believe in it, and it would just be an idea. It would just be a thing. People may not like it, people may not subscribe, but it is what it is. This is, to me, this is an accomplishment in and of itself, just pulling this idea from my mind and getting it into reality, and now workshopping it and constantly trying to update it and get it to a better space. So you have to be the author of your own story.
I'm gonna piggyback on that and say, when it comes to my loved ones, my friends, bringing a idea to me about, a venture that they want to go, I believe straight out the water. You feel me? Why not? Fuck it. But that belief is that belief has an expiration date. That belief has a point where it stops, because once it gets to that ceiling, if you haven't cracked that ceiling open for me to continue believing further, then it stops at a certain point. Because it's like, you got an idea, you want to do this, like say you want to start a car wash, you feel me, you talking about it, you talked about how much research you did, and how much, all that good stuff, but you're not really putting forth the work to actually get paperwork going, taking notes, finding out how much it's going to cost to do this, do that. So it's like, it becomes more of a conversation than it does anything else. And it's like, I understand what you want to do, but you're not even walking in that direction. So it's like, I believe you can do it, but you don't believe you can do it. You feel me? So it's like, it's not that I'm losing belief. I'm not building any more than I've already given you until you put forth some effort. When it comes to my life, and if, people believe in my story and all that good stuff, I used to care a hell of a lot about what people thought about what was going on around me, with me, and, just to me and shit like that. Now I really don't care, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, through life, it's literally just you. Literally just you at the end of the day. You gotta look yourself in the mirror, be stern, and really, you feel me? Like, you gonna do it, or you gonna keep pussyfooting? Like, what's going on? You got the plan. You got the blueprint. You know what you want to do. You gonna keep acting like you gonna jump, or you wait for somebody to come push you, and hopefully you land and hit the water correctly. You feel me? And a lot of my ventures, I had to talk myself up to. You feel me? Because it's like, am I gonna make it? Like, getting this house, am I gonna make it? Like, am I gonna stay afloat? Am I gonna pay my bills? You feel me? Like, am I gonna be able to keep food in the crib? Keep taking, you feel me, trips, dates? You feel me? Am I gonna be able to still do my thing? Am I still gonna be able to do me? Is this gonna be a crutch, or is this a milestone that I've achieved? Which it's become a milestone that I've achieved. I feel like I'm doing better in life now, because it's put a different level of responsibility and creativity in my life, where I actually can do what I want. I can put idea to format and make it come to life however I want at this point now. You feel me? Everything I've tried, I've succeeded. So it's like, I don't doubt myself, not one bit. I don't need anybody to believe in me. I got that for myself. Everything else is a plus. So at this point in my 30-year-old life, I don't need anybody to believe in my story, or where I'm going, or where I'm trying to be. Cause I got that. I got people around me that got that. I don't need a city, small village, maybe even just a household. Cause that's all I ever had, was a fucking household with a few visitors to come through and then eventually evaporate. You feel me? So it's like, no, I don't need the crowd. Just my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel me? 1 through 30. I got some good solid people out there, you feel me? But just trying to keep it to family, my solid, yeah. I don't need a whole bunch of people, just my few.
If you do not believe in yourself, who else will? And if your creation is something that you really want to bring into this world, I'm telling you, you're gonna have to be the one to root for it, pull for it, financially, mentally, spiritually, all of it. You gotta believe and you gotta want it. Now, before we wrap this up, you didn't get to get a proper bio. You didn't really get to properly introduce yourself and tell the people who you are, what you do. Obviously, I'm a Honda technician. You know, me and Saul, we're Honda technicians. We work on cars and whatnot. My boy, you are a part of the blue collar field as well. So please talk your ish.
For the last 10 years, I've been working in aviation. With a break, and I did some ophthalmic tech work. That's basically creating eyeglass lenses from scratch. You know, the hockey puck, and I do the chemicals and all that stuff to put the recipe on there that's supposed to be on there. Then I went back to the airport. Been doing that for 10 years, like I said. I love aviation. I work outside, rain, sleet, or snow. And I always say you really gotta be strong to do it because some people don't like it. You feel me? And I always say if you don't love it, you'll hate it. There's no in between. There ain't no I like it. Because you can wake up one day and like something and the next day you don't. Love is eternal. Hate is also eternal. So if you don't love it, you're going to hate it. And I'm not trying to work for money. I'm trying to work for passion, work for love. You feel me? Like, do you love what you do? Can you passionately talk about what you do? You feel me? Like, if you had to explain your job through and through to somebody who never worked there, could you? Some people who don't love their job could not. Literally there just for a paycheck. You feel me? It's people that you work with every day that just don't follow procedure, don't do something properly, always got a question about what you should know. And them the people that really don't care for real. They just there for the check. Not worrying about what the job really do. But yeah, I've been doing this for a while, man. It's a great thing. I like to go to work and make sure I enrapture people with just positivity.
What's that word you just used there?
Enrapture.
Is this the word you just picked up recently?
Yes.
Please enlighten me.
To make someone feel very happy. Enrapture. Anybody I come into contact with at work, outside of work, what feel me? Just like to pass that off. A lot of people at work come to work tense and stressed and just, you feel me? Like supervisors especially. You feel me? When you moving with that, I got you, boss.
Yeah.
Like, let's get to it. Come on, straight. You feel me? And I try to pass that off. Because a lot of times it be contagious. You feel me? You laughing, you geeking, you, motherfuckers be sitting there, you gotta get your gremlin looking ass off my gate, or you gonna have to laugh or smile or something. I ain't having that shit over here, bruh. All about the chemistry between your people, you know what I'm saying? That's big, especially at the airport. I work with 1,300 people. So you better know how to be able to bend, you feel me, be able to adapt to said audience. You feel me? I know how to talk to people. I know how to move with people. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the chemistry. Can you switch it up? Can you code switch properly? You feel me? Without going OC and just doing too much. You feel me? But yeah, aviation. It's always been the move for me. What has been my biggest motivation to do it though? Toy Story 2.
Oh man, Toy Story 2. Yeah, I actually think his job is one of the coolest jobs ever, and this boy knows that damn thing to a T. Like I remember I asked him about 6 years ago now in 2020. I asked him to give me tell me what you do. What is it that you do on a day to day when I say he broke down in a very detailed manner his duties. I'm like, these people don't even know. They're in good hands. I felt like I could do the job. I felt like if I was with him at work and they was like, who is this? It's my little brother. I could literally do his job bar for bar. Just listening to what he's saying, following directions, I could do his job.
That's a word, ain't it?
Him, dim, sim.
I've been getting big back into my vocabulary, just trying to extensify my vocabulary and my grammar. So I just been, playing with this vocabulary app.
Wow, working at Southwest.
Just trying to build my words. And because I had to talk so much, I might as well try to practice and flex my newfound verbiage, if you get what I'm talking about. Yeah. But nonetheless, I love what I do, man. I don't really see me really doing anything else. Mainly, I wouldn't mind doing like a side job or something like that, but aviation is my route. I think that's
Himmy dimmy simi quaver. Himmy dimmy simi quaver. Means a 64th note in music. Himmy dimmy simi quaver. You gotta say it that fast too. Like it's himmy dimmy simi quaver.
It's a noun.
Ugh. I don't even know what I would ever use that in conversation. Himmy dimmy simi quaver.
You would have to be in a band or some shit. But yeah, that's me, man. 30, feel me? I have to be saying that. A lot of people don't even believe me. I be like, you 30? Yeah, what the fuck? I don't like how people look at the age 30 as if you got 10 years left and then your time runs the hell out. You are as young as you think you are.
If I didn't know you, I would give you 27.
Your mind is what age you really need to focus on. You feel me? Because a lot of people can talk themselves into feeling sick. A lot of people can talk themselves into feeling hurt. A lot of people can talk themselves into depression. A lot of people can talk themselves into just a mentally dark place. And it's like, if you think positive, if you think youthful, if you think positivity, you will exude that in your life.
Now, it's not always that simple.
Not always. Some
but it's somewhere to start.
Some people biologically aren't blessed to be able to just live a youthful, lasting life. You feel me? Some people, catch the short end of the stick and they run afloat.
You come in with some ailments.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like you deal with stuff early on in life, and it makes it harder for you to live your life. Basically, you feel me? You can't just go on about it. A lot of people in my age, you be like, you done been hospitalized, or you dealing with this, or you dealing with that. And it's like, to be blessed and just deal with nothing. Skin good, life good, health good.
To summarize, if you can stand on your 2 feet, walk, run, sprint, jump, okay, wiggle your fingers, see, taste, like if you have your normal senses and you can do things as a normal person, you should be appreciative of being alive. Yes, going to work sucks. Hey, guess what? I have a job. I'm not famous. I'm still a everyday 9-to-5 individual who is still just dreaming and wanting, or this ain't even dreaming anymore. Now I'm working. I'm working to make my dreams become my everyday reality, where this is all that I do, where I make money doing this versus having to go to work and work on cars. Now, I'm still going to work on cars because I love working on cars, or at least I enjoy working it as a way of passing time. But ultimately, every day I wake up, I'm pretty much in a good mood. Even when I find myself stressing, I can still within the day get back to a space where I'm at peace and I feel good about myself and I feel good about what's going on around me. So I want to end off by saying, yes, you may be a 9-to-5 worker, or maybe you don't have a job at all. But if you're alive and you have the ability to go outside and at least attempt to get some money, you have to appreciate that blessing in and of itself. Because some of us do not get the ability to wake up every day and go outside and do things as a normal human and a normal citizen. My mom just told me a story about two individuals who are not able to live a normal life at this point in time, and it's like, wow, sucks. So you got to be more appreciative of what's going on in life. I mean, you have to be more appreciative of life in and of itself, so that maybe you can find the blessings, the brighter moments in life, or else it's always going to be dark and cloudy.
And when you have something that you really want to do in life, have some cathexis for it.
Some what? You did that. You just did that on purpose too. Some what?
Have some cathexis.
Cathexis. What is this word?
Investment of mental or emotional energy in a person, object, or an idea.
Cathexix.
Cathexis.
Xis.
Have an overflowing amount of cathexis into anything that you have a mental idea about, a mental plan about. Put some real emotional and high vibrating energy into it, and it'll get moving sooner than possible.
And that is a big fact. Thank you for the word to sign us off. This has been Force Theme. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Right from the bat.